And speaking of water, some should be heading our way. Of course, we're expecting some rain coming our way, Kari.
Yes, and I guess it's now time to start thinking about conserving water for other reasons too. We haven't had a lot of rain, and we'll talk about those rainfall deficits in just a bit. As we get a look at this approaching storm system, it is pretty spread out here and will take its time moving through the Bay Area. A closer look, we're already starting to see some activity, especially with some snow on the far North Bay Mountains. And as it moves into the Bay Area, we'll be watching it on Storm Ranger. That's our mobile Doppler radar, the red scan that you're seeing there, and you have the same tool right on your smartphone if you want to track that as well and even get alerts as rain approaches your location. You're going to need this because this storm is going to kind of be all over the place with some hit or miss rain, and not all of us will see the rain at the same time. So we start to see these little cells popping up here at about 8 o'clock this evening in parts of the North Bay and even possibly moving into San Francisco. Going into tonight, we are going to see some breaks in some of that rain activity, but tomorrow I think it'll start to ramp back up again and may be a little bit more active with the possibility of some small hail, some brief heavy downpours, as well as some snow on some of our Bay Area peaks from the East Bay as well as the North Bay. And then we could still see some rain off and on into the day on Wednesday before it all clears out. So looking at this weather system once again passing by, dragging down some cold air, that cold air is going to provide the energy that could once again give enough of some of that energy to produce some thunderstorms for some isolated spots across the Bay Area. And then as we go into the weekend, high pressure moves in once again. It will help warm up our temperatures for at least a little while before that next system comes in next week. So looking at how much rain we could see, this model is showing that some parts of the East Bay will get about a ½ inch of rain, and this is over the course of 3 days. And along the coastline as well as the North Bay, we could see over an inch of rain, which would be a good amount of rain in a normal storm. But take a look at some of these rainfall deficits for spots like Santa Rosa. We need over 18 inches of rain to catch up to normal. It's been so dry through the month of February, and now in March we normally start to see that rain activity tapering off, but we definitely need a lot more than this, with a lot of our deficits at about 38% of our normal amount of rain has been measured to this point. And then when we talk about the Sierra, also looking very dry, but then the snow that we'll see over the next few days will be at about a foot, possibly closer to 2 feet in some of those upper elevations. But you don't have to go far to see that snow. We may even see it here on some of our Bay Area peaks. Once again, around Mount Hamilton, possibly the Santa Cruz summit. We could see that as we go into early Wednesday morning. After that, the weather quiets down. We're going to see our temperatures cool on Thursday, but warming up for the weekend. And some of our inland areas will reach into the upper 60s, but we just really have to watch these next couple of days. Once the storm moves in, of course, we'll have more updates and, of course, tracking that possibility of thunderstorms for tomorrow.